Hello there, welcome to day 2 of this Finland Vince USSR campaign. We are defending a position in the Black Sea coast. So it's quite a busy map. There's a neighborhood in the middle stretch, and depending on where you spawn in can have a significant effect on how easy or difficult the map can be, which is what I found. To everyone who's subscribed, I want to say thank you. I release these weapons test videos on average every 2 weeks. They take some time to develop, and new people come on. And so if you're one of those new people, thank you very much for subscribing. I do these campaigns, and I do them generally in an easy-paced way. So it's quite appropriate for newcomers or new people to Ostfront. I tend to play on hard, but I take my time. So it's a mode of play that I find suits my play style, which is rather defensively. So today we're going to defend this position. We've got our usual officer, a scout, set of riflemen, medic, a sniper, ammo crate, and then our anti-infantry gun, doing the heavy lifting for mobs, and then a 37 mil PSTK, which is basically an anti-tank gun. It's quite fast, 3 seconds reload speed. Then we've got the 76mm anti-infantry gun we took from the Russians. We've got a DS-39, a 45, which will hide in bushes. We tend to hide the anti-tanks in the bushes up front. A set of AP miners to mine the crap out of the place. And then our field engineers to stick up barricades and barbed wire fences, an engineering truck to resupply everyone, a second ammo crate, and then lastly a heavy hitting 76mm. This is good for medium armor, light to medium armor, but it's definitely not something we're going to stick around. That's going to stick around for too long. So I just added it to the roster because I'm making my way to artillery, and I want to ramp up the amount of points I'm bringing onto the field so that the enemy bring a lot of hardware that we can capture and sell for manpower points, the currency that allows you to buy things. So with that out of the way, let's get going. Alright, let's spawn in. Let's have a look at the map. So this is convenient. We've got a point up here, so point B, and then we've got point E down here. So the enemy are going to spawn in from the west and then make their way probably to point E and then try to flank around and point B. So to make lives easier, I'm going to opt to only cover one position. The reason I don't want to cover E is because there's so much trash in the way. There's fences, houses, trees. It's just too many places for the enemy to hide and make life difficult. So I'd rather set up shop here at point B, looking down. So if we have a look at the hill, if my memory serves me correctly, we have a nice elevated position here. So we can sit here, have a cup of coffee, and then let the enemy come to us while we shoot them from a secure location. They will leave the neighborhood and then expose themselves, at which point we'll pick them off. So let's get everyone going. How do I want to fence this off? So I want to set up fencing and funnel the enemy into a position. Set up some fencing here and just try to get them all here. That should cover these 2 points. And then I'll put AP mines all over the place. For the right, I will put up fencing through here and just funnel them into here, because ultimately they're all going to run for point E. Okay, there's going to be a lot of work. I have to work quickly, so let me get going. This should do some damage. Now there's some guys coming this way, so we'll draw quite a big field. So the infantry will run through the gate here. That's kind of why I'm sticking mines, because if I understand the pathfinding, they're going to want to come around. And then this is just generally for guys who spawn here. So we'll put some mines over here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Helps to count, just so you can track. We've got 22, so we will also put some coverage here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Just a little field there. Let's get these guys prepared. So we've got our heavy hitter. We're going to put the big gun in the big bush and the little gun in the little bush. Our anti-infantry gun can sit over here. It's got quite a good elevated position, so actually put it over here. Anti-tank gun. I'll stick these a little bit closer to the front these days and switch their fire mode to off. And what that'll do is they will stay hidden until the enemy is within range, at which point, surprise, and we'll take it out. Yeah, that's pretty hidden. Just get a bit back. Perfect. Sandbags. Okay. What's happening here? Yeah, that's well hidden. So we'll put some sandbags down. Yeah, well hidden. Hold on. What have we got here? We've got engineers here. Oh, they were hidden amongst my other units. This game sometimes. Okay. There's my officer. Oh, it was because I group selected them earlier. Okay. What I'm going to do is use the opportunity to build quite hefty foxholes. One here. Some here. Another here. Another here. The engineer is done with their fence. Let's extend it some more and see what we can do. What can we do? Block off this section here. Try to make them go around. Okay, these guys are charged. Let's put some more mines down. Yeah, let's put some here. Oh, I see they never deployed the mines that I asked them to. So I'll just stack them. Hold on, let me do this the right way. So with AT mines, you want to create these sort of chevrons, because what will happen is they will hit, stop preferably, and their friends will go around, and then you hit another one. And you also don't want to keep them too close, because it'll kill the driver, and the guy might keep driving and hit another closely placed mine. So you want to space them out a bit, just to prevent acceleration and unnecessarily wasting an extra mine. Let's get everyone out. We've got 1 minute. I'll bring that engineer back last. Okay. Get inside, take the vehicle back. Use this, yeah, just let them finish. It's quite tricky, but I think we've got something going. There's some kind of funnel action here. They will run through here and hit some mines. So we basically want to make this area a kill zone of sorts in terms of mines. We need a medic a little bit more central. There we go. Here come the mines, I suppose. It's all popping off. Anti-infantry gun, get busy. Thank you. I feel like I'm missing a gun. We've only got 176. What have we got here? Another 76. And okay, we've got 2 field guns here. Actually, it makes sense to bring... let's bring the DS9 up here, just to help with the anti-infantry. So if they send a wave on the northern flank, we've only got 1 anti-infantry gun to deal with. Okay, here comes the armor. Not Not a lot, I'll be honest. That's fine by me. Bring your trash. I'll sell it anyway. Okay, let's... Where's that armor? Just pause the game and find this guy. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. AP, please. Okay. Well in range. PS9, get busy. Oh, shit. Not good. I need a medic. Where's my medic? Help. T26. This thing is absolutely decimating me. I've got a tree in the way. Oh well. What's happening here, medic? How's everyone? Yeah, just absolutely getting hammered by mines. Music to my ears. AP ASMR all day long. Yes, make it rain. Wanna sort that out very quickly. Thank you. Good work. This is a problem. This is a massive problem. We've got guns. Can we reach? Okay. This gun is basically useless in this position. It's the trees that are not helping its case. Let's move it. Okay, and they're capturing the point. It's not a train smash. That was the idea. They will eventually run out of units, and we will just move in, steamroll, and take everything from them. Uh-oh. Maxim. That was a big one, I think. Okay, it was. We took out a 45mm. There's a lot of equipment there. What have they got there? It's a ampulette launcher, a Molotov cocktail launcher. Yeah. Awesome. I ran into my man. This guy's taken the Maxim. Okay, I'm not going to move my sniper to take out the Maxim. Let's see if I can get him in the leg. No. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go toe-to-toe with a Maxim with my sniper. As he's my only one. Hold on, let's do some gun shopping here. Is there a machine gun? Yes, there is. Let's grab a PPSH. while we're at it, a little bit of shopping, and give him a cool hat. I can't equip it. That's a pity. Would have been quite funny. Okay, I think the enemy's out of steam, so... Oh, okay, maybe not, never mind. Let's get the officer up and just have a look. Oh, okay, what do we got here? 45 mil. Yeah. I think they've run out of steam. I'll do a sweep with the officer just to see what is going on out there. So they're going to hang on to this point now, as the AR. They're not sending anything to capture the other point, telling me they've probably run out of units. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, we're back. I've pretty much salvaged everything. A couple of Maxims, T-37s. You know, I'm going to sell all of this really. Maybe I'll keep the 76mm field gun. Handy piece of equipment. Very similar, if not identical to this. Oh, it is. It's a 1902. So two of the same. It's always nice to have pairs of things. Couple of mortars, sell those. Motorbike, sell that. And yeah, just picked up some guns for my units. Gave them a couple of machine guns. I didn't find anything heavy, but I didn't look too hard really. So I'm going to wrap this up and end the map, and we can look at the performance of the units. Alright, we lost 7 infantry, not great. I think we revived 4 of them, so technically we lost 3. It was that field gun that unfortunately I placed in a bad position. I should have placed it up more front, but its line of sight to point E was basically riddled with trees, so it couldn't reach and get and do the work it needed to. But pretty good, 210 kills, and oh yeah, we only did lose 3 infantry, I think. Yeah, if I do the inversion, 210 vehicle kills. Yeah, we lost 7, but we revived 4, so technically the USSR only got 3 of our infantry kills. And we got a lot of resources, so we got a total of 700 manpower points to buy new units. I don't really use these stars. I think they're defensive points. They're basically for support, so I'll include that in the video I'm doing. And then we got about 125 ammunition to restock and 12.5 research points. That's great at our high performance. Infantry did a lot of work. I think it was when they flanked and we couldn't cover with the DS-39 up front. Our AP miners got a good amount of kills, 56. Field gun, taking out infantry most likely. Oh, we got some vehicle kills with it, but it just bombards the enemy with HE usually and just devastates them. Their armor was quite light, so an HE to any of the T-36s and whatnot, they take a 76 HE to the hull. It just shatters the people inside, that shatters the crew. Our 76 did very well, got a lot of infantry kills, as can be expected. It actually did more work than the 76, even though it's outclassed. Yet, probably it costs more. I'd be surprised. Yeah, nothing too special. Everything performing on par, except the sniper. For some strange reason, it always underperforms. And that wraps up day 2. I will do day 3 next, where we will attack a Soviet position. I hope you enjoyed today. Perhaps you learned something from the mine placement and the barbed wire placement. All very handy, very useful tools at your disposal for defensive maps. Anyway, that wraps it up. Have a good one, and cheers.